The University of Oregon is located in Eugene, a city of 80,000 people, situated in the lush Willamette River Valley. Midway between Cascade Mountains
Touchdown, Stewart. Yeah, I got your speed right here.
Hey, ball Barner, 10, outside 5. Are you kidding me?
I'm really proud of where this team's at. We got a lot of work to do.
What's the deal, Doug family? I am Kenjon Barner alongside JStew, and we want to welcome you to another episode of the Ducks of a Feather podcast. Today, we will be reviewing the Ducks win over the Huskies, previewing the Big Ten championship game coming up this weekend versus the Nittany Lions, and we will be joined by a very, very, very special guest. But first up, let's dive into the archive a little bit.
You broke your record. I think you finished with 321 tonight, Kenyon.
I'm happy that he broke that record. You know, anytime that you can your best friend can break your record, you know, it means more. You know, it's like, wow, my record got broke, but Kenyon broke it, so it's okay.
I just love the fans and the little kids just out there, because once upon a time, I was one of those little kids just wishing to be in my shoes I am right now. So I never take it for granted.
What about Oregon? Made it your dream school.
Put on the Oregon game. I just remember LaMichael James.
James, touchdown!
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been asking, and he is finally here. My brother, the greatest running back in Oregon history, number one throughout the record book, stats, that guy, Oregon Hall of Famer, NCAA Hall of Famer, Doak Walker winner, Heisman finalist, the one, the only, LaMichael James, baby. What's the deal, brother?
Hey, man, I be trying to gas me up when I'm on here with Stu and KB. Don't do me like that, man. Y'all two are the greatest.
Nah, man, you the greatest.
We all sit at this table.
Yeah, we sit at the table, but we cooking the food.
Oh, wow. This guy.
Mike, as a matter of fact, we cooking killer burgers.
Right?
Hey, you know what? Hey, if we cooking killer burger, then I'm in the kitchen too.
Look, I'm going to tell you, Mike, like Coach Skip told me, this was after you was gone, Stu. Skip told me, my running back coach out in Carolina, called a meeting, closed the doors, myself, Christian McCaffrey, came in the room. He said, listen, baby, let's get something understood. It's levels to this. He said, Christian McCaffrey, can't nobody in this room do what Christian McCaffrey do. It's Christian McCaffrey. Right after that is Kenjon. Can't nobody after Kenjon do what Kenjon do. And after that, the rest of you motherfuckers, you can't do nothing. You do everything the way you're supposed to do it and how you do it. So in this, it's levels, baby. We all great. We are all great in our own right, but you NCAA Hall of Fame. You Oregon Hall of Fame. A Heisman finalist. So it's a little bit different. It's levels to this, okay? And listen, I ain't afraid to admit it. It is what it is.
You have 3 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, he sure do. Let's talk about
Let's
that.
drop the mic on that. We ain't got to say nothing else.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about collegiate activities, okay?
Okay, collegiate activities. Where does the collegiate guy want to go?
Huh?
He don't want to go to the Natty. He want to go to the Super Bowl.
Look, here y'all go.
Wait, on the hat they say circle of winners, man.
Yeah.
And look right behind Jonathan Stewart. What does that say? Right? What is?
Shout out to G for making me a winner.
There we go. But listen, let's get down to this. What is the deal, bro? So happy to have you on, man. Like I said, the fans have been asking for LaMichael James to be on here. So we glad to have you on. So what's going on? What's the deal, bro? How we living?
Oh, man, I'm living good, man. Really just proud of Duck football. I think we all are. Wins, Coach Lanning, man. Just everything with Duck football right now is on the up and up. Couldn't be more proud of the team.
What you got going on, in your daily life? What's your daily routine like? Tell us what it's like to be LaMichael James post-football, man.
Post-football, man. It really depends on I can't even say the day. I have to say the hour.
All right, so 12 o'clock tomorrow. What you doing?
12 o'clock tomorrow, man. My guy hit me up because I'm sure somehow, it got back that I was doing this Ducks of a Feather podcast with the 2 Oregon greats. And now I got to do something for CBS, man. So my days are becoming more impactful instead of being lazy all day, getting big off Killer Burger.
Okay. So do you eat Killer Burger every day?
Oh, man, I have a heart attack eating it every day.
I was wondering, man.
I'll be over here looking like Vince Wilfork over here. 5'9" Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, I was about to say a little shorter.
Yeah.
Short round.
Yeah, I'm rolling around Lavelle Crawford.
No, don't do that. Not Lavelle.
I hope he don't ever watch this because I seen him roast some cats, and I don't want to be a part of that.
You don't want that smoke, huh?
I don't want no smoke, man.
All of it. Exactly that. Good. Don't worry. Stu gonna be right there with you.
Stu did that. Stu did that.
So look, speaking about Killer Burger, how did that come about, bro? What made you want to do it? What was the motivation behind it?
Man, honestly, I always wanted like an Oregon brand because I know Oregon people love Oregon brands. I went into a Killer Burger in Sherwood probably, man, maybe 2017, 18. And I just so happened to look it up. I'm like, I wonder if I can own one of these. Hit the guy up, Brian Hebb. Me and him was just chopping it up for a little bit, and then it turned into like, when is it gonna happen? And then, you know, just the fear. You don't know if it's gonna be good. You don't know if you're putting like all this money into something that could have a nice return on it, or you just blow everything up and then now you're broke because you see all the horror stories of, you know, athletes putting money into something and then it just goes terribly wrong, and then they're set behind the 8 ball when they're handed this influx of cash at one time and then it's gone. So that was like one of my biggest worries, but hey man, it worked out for me. Now I'm on 3.
It's not a surprise to me that you're doing as well as you're doing, that you're having the success that you're having, because that same drive that you had on the other side of it in the sport world, you're now just applying that just in a different way. So it's not a surprise to me because I've been around you. I've heard the stories. I've heard you talk. We've had conversations. So this is just who you've been. So I want to congratulate you on the success that you're having with this.
Oh, man, I really appreciate that. You know, you was definitely with me on the day-to-day grind, so you know more about me than I feel like myself because you was there. You can see it. You know, you can see it, and it's true, man. You know, you gotta grind. There is no other way. Like I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this work, no matter what it is. And you know, being an athlete, man, it's always like we're one hit away, one injury away, one cut away. You know, just being in a situation at the wrong time, and you know, it could be gone. So, and even if we do make it, you know, 10 years, you know, Stu was in the league for a very long time. Now look at him, you know, like there's more to life than just football. You just don't stop living after you get through, you know, put the helmet on. Same with you, you know, you got to go do something else. So you'll just wander away. So that was always a thing for me.
Yeah, when did that come into play for you as far as life after football? Like just making sure that you were prepared for that.
Kenjon can attest to this. Football was never my end goal. I never had a dream of making it to the NFL. And I say this, you know, all the time to people. That was never a goal of mine. Never really even watched the NFL game. So throughout all of college, like I always said to myself, man, this could end for me today and I'll be good. Like I always thought like I'm gonna be good regardless of a football or fame, any of stuff. It never mattered to me. Winning the Dope Walker Award, being up for the Heisman, like that was just other stuff, man. I just wanted to be me, you know, get a college degree and just be a good person, you know, and work it out. Like, so when I went out there in the football field, it was easy for me because it was like no stress for me. Me and Kenyon, you know, we'll play some of the biggest games. I was never pressed. I was never stressed because like, even if it went good or bad, like I was going to be the same because it was never an end game for me.
I can definitely attest to that. I can remember a few times while we was in school, people like, y'all trying to watch the game? What game?
I was the same way, bro. Like I never really watched. Only thing that I watched football related was film.
That's it.
That was it.
That was it.
You know, in college, we watched film with Coach Cam.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Well, we got some story.
Yeah, you just watch. Yeah, me and Ken, I mean, we ain't watching. You know, Coach Cam used to give you the playbook where you have to do the quiz. We just go to the back, get the answers, write them down. I don't know who the Mike linebacker is. I don't know what front they running.
Yeah.
Nor do I care
at all.
Listen, I don't care about none of that. I'm just gonna go out here and play, and I'm gonna trust myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm gonna run to daylight.
That was it.
That was it.
You're gonna do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, you had to stop us. And the way we felt about us, you may stop us for a little bit, but it wasn't gonna be for a long time. We was gonna get ours regardless.
Yep, every time.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it was fun watching you guys when I was in, you know, obviously being in the league at the time, and just watching, you know, the running back torch just being passed down the line and not missing, right? I mean, you talk LG, and we talk Jeremiah Johnson, and then y'all came, and then when y'all was doing something just completely different. Every time y'all touched the ball, it was you, Kenjon, DeAnthony. I'm like, this can be a house call.
I watch him break off a run. I'm itching on the sideline to get my opportunity. I know what he's gonna do. I'm watching him in practice. We know what time it is with each other. So as soon as we get on that field, he busts a big run. I promise you, I'm like, damn, I got to get one. How long he went for? He went for 60. I got to go for 62. That's just what it was. But it was always, this my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love this dude to death. So there was never, competition can sometimes turn into jealousy and envy. But that was never the case. We were always in support of each other. Whether it was him doing good or it was me doing good, we always wanted each other to eat, and we was always there to support each other. But the mindset was, we gonna get off regardless. You do your thing, I'm gonna go out here and do my thing, and we gonna get this dub.
Yep. Hey, I can, for sure, man. There was never, I could honestly say never had any like issues. Like I wanted Kenjon to be great, man. It was competition, but like, I didn't really see it that way. Like I never was like, man, I want to get more yards than him, or I want to score more touchdowns than him. It was never, not once have I ever felt that way, man. I really wanted him to be great. But we pushed each other, and we practiced like that. Yeah. And I'll tell you, the only thing that me and Kenjon really competed on, and he know this too, was like a big hit. Man, if you get hit hard, it was like, man, you can't go back to the sideline. It's like, hey, yep. You look to the sideline, you look over there, you like, hey, was that gonna look bad on film? You like, he got you. He got you good. I'm like, yeah, he did up. Yep. That was like the only thing, bro. For real.
I got a question. So Garrett Campbell, if he had hair, would he have lost it all with both of y'all in the room?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, man. He dealt with me and Kenjon when we was in freshman. So we had so much success early, like, man, we was doing some wild stuff, man.
We was out there.
We was doing some wild stuff.
We was out there.
Dog, we sent the kid through the laundry. We sent them through the showers in the laundry bin.
No, you got to tell it right. You got to tell it right.
What?
Shout out to Craig Loper.
Shout out to my boy Craig. Doing big things, man. I seen him with the little mic and everything.
Yeah.
Our bad, Craig.
Yeah, we
Craig,
love you, bro.
Is Craig little or big now?
He was big then. He was bigger than me and Kenjon. So
bigger than us.
How y'all seen him through what? Explain this.
So look, this what
bullies,
we did.
Man.
We was on break in between. Coach Cam give you a little 5-minute, 10-minute break.
Yes.
We always extended our breaks a little bit longer. We was in the locker room, and we just grabbed Craig, taped him up, taped his hands together, taped his feet.
We did.
Threw him in a laundry basket, turned both sides of the shower on so the water coming in this way, and roll Buddy through.
Was he just down there hanging out? What's up?
We was all down there hanging out. He was a running back.
We got bored or something.
Put that boy hands together, turned that water on, slid him through there, and ran back to the meeting, bro. Came back to the meeting room.
Drenched.
Coach Cam said, "What the hell?
Hey, what the hell is going on here?"
We did some outrageous thing. We got to go back to Barnhart.
Craig was on the other side of two of those.
Yes.
Yeah. One of them was real bad.
Y'all was some bad kids, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. No, Phil. This was the tone that was set by the old heads. Our freshman year, when we was in the Barnhart dorms during fall camp, they was sitting big buckets of water up against your door, knocking on your door. This tone was set by Pat Chung.
I remember that. Pat Chung,
Willie
the
Glasser,
DBs.
McGarrett, JJ. This was set by them.
They was ruthless.
Them was the terrorists back in the day.
Nothing was worse than what we did in Barnhart.
First of all, they got like the little card, and like if they went out at a certain time, it like dinged the card. That's how they knew you was missing curfew.
Yeah.
Dog, Craig let us in. Man, we hit somebody with like some pancake mix.
I'm talking about not
it
the
was
box.
Bad.
That 5-pound bag of pancake batter.
Dog.
What's happening? Hey, bro, listen. What on earth Like, listen, when I was there, this was not happening.
Stu, we got some stories now.
Oh man, we gotta finish the Craig one. The Craig one. Craig broke his leg.
In the shower?
No, we didn't do that. He
No,
broke
we
it on the
didn't.
field. Craig had
okay.
to. Hey, he got in trouble for letting us in the dorm.
Mhm.
He didn't snitch. He wanted to, but he had to roll hundreds
Oh
of
my
yards.
God.
His
Oh my
leg was
God.
broke, bro.
Yeah. Chip ain't care.
He was on a broke leg. They didn't know his leg was broke. He had a broke
Because
leg.
he let y'all into the dorm.
No, he broke his leg in practice, but he thought it was a hurt.
But why was he rolling?
Because he
let us
violated
in.
curfew. He let us in.
Oh, y'all broke curfew.
No,
Yeah,
not
he-
y'all.
He did.
Yeah, we didn't have to stay in Barnhart. At this point in time, we was at home. We was at the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. But bro was a soldier. He did want to snitch.
Yeah,
He
he was
did.
crying.
He was
a little
crying.
bit.
It's all right.
But he knew if he would have
Man,
snitched.
shout
boy,
out
that
to
shit-
Craig, man.
It's
Craig
out.
seemed
Craig.
like he went through a lot. We need to pray for Craig.
Man, if I'm looking back at this, bro, if I was any of them cats, man, I would have whooped us, bro. We was little.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't let
would've
us do
whooped-
that, Stu.
You want to talk
Man,
about
I
it?
don't know why. Maybe because your chin is so big. So they thought to themselves, if I hit him in the chin, he gonna be able to eat it. So it ain't gonna work.
Nope.
Mike,
Not that one.
Mike,
What's
you
up?
want to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
Which one?
That happened in practice.
Oh, when little buddy karate kicked me?
Oh, wow. He
Bro,
roundhouse kicked you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It shocked me.
You was wearing pads?
What?
And a helmet too.
Man, what is happening during practice? Y'all was out of control.
Bro, he should have never been playing running back. He should have been a Ninja Turtle.
Jiu-jitsu, all
He
that.
kicked me so fast. We didn't even see
Why
it.
did he kick you though?
He was
You know,
bothering.
let me tell you what it is, man. Kenyon probably was bothering him, and I caught a straight because I didn't bother nobody.
What?
It don't sound like that. That sounds
What?
very incorrect.
Hold on, Stu. Let me interject.
Yes, please do.
You didn't what?
I didn't bother nobody.
That's your side of the story. You sticking to it?
It is.
No, listen. We just told this man how we would bother Craig. We just told these stories, so you can't jump back on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, man. Look, you gotta stay the same guy.
You can't jump out. No, you in this.
Yeah, you in the car
different.
now, boy. You
What
in the
Red
car.
say? What Red say? That's different. That is different.
Different. Listen, Stu. We were mid practice. Mike and Buddy is jawing with each other. Bro got fed up. When Mike say that kick came fast, listen, we all said, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, but now mind you, the ones was back up, so we had to go back to practice. That boy kicked Mike. Mike said, I'll be right back. I'll be
When
right
he ran
back.
the play.
He didn't even complete the play. The boy got outside and turned right back around and came back and put Buddy on his head.
Okay.
Yeah, got straight to it.
Okay.
And look,
Kenyon there should have told him that
He
I was
knew.
gonna come right back.
He knew.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
We all-
Nice
everybody
career.
knew.
Nice kick. Nice
'Cause
kick,
look,
my
when-
man.
When you said you'd be back, guess what I said? He ain't lying.
Mhm. This is amazing. We can go this route all day.
Let's jump back into football a little, because listen, we could tell stories all day long. We can go to
Mhm.
Bryce Littlejohn and Remini Austin.
You know what?
Ooh,
Let's
reminisce. We
keep it.
don't do things like
We
that
can
around
go
here.
to Cliff
Reminisce.
Harris and Scott.
Yeah, you know what, man? Let's keep it pushing, man. What y'all want to hit now? We got to get a separate podcast of storytelling. We got to call
Yeah,
it
we gonna have to get
storytellers.
back. Look, y'all got enough, okay? Y'all got some
Yeah.
insight
Yeah.
that y'all were supposed to have. We gave up a little bit.
Mhm.
It's
Just
all
a
right, though.
smidge.
Everybody lived through it, okay? Them was the days. But
Mhm.
listen, let's jump it back into football. You talked about when football coming to an end and the transition. For you, Mike, what would be a piece of advice that you would give to guys that's coming up, that's embarking on this journey of being top guys in the collegiate level, then transferring over into that NFL? What type of advice would you give to them, being a guy who's done it, seen it, and experienced a lot on that side of it and had to overcome?
Man, something I live by is business. It's never personal.
Yeah.
And life ain't fair. It ain't
Yeah.
fair in football. It ain't fair in life. It ain't fair in relationships, financially. Like, it ain't fair. But the world don't stop for nobody. No
Yeah.
matter what any of us go through. If it's 1201 and you're dealing with a sympathy, like, it ain't gonna stop, bro. You just got to keep moving forward. I ain't never seen nobody go pay a bill with like, hey man, I had a bad day.
You
You know,
right
like-
about that.
big thing right now, you know, we all got kids, not to, you know, be all personal or whatever, but like, let's say you have a bad day at work and then you get home and your baby's right there and they're like, hey, you know, what's up, daddy? I want to play. They don't care you had a bad day at work.
Oh,
Like, they want their time. Just like, you know, you playing with your kids or you got into it with your mom. You're like, man, I can't stand none of this. Well, when you get to work, you think your work care about that? Nah, they don't care about that. They want you to do your job.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how life is, man. And I take this story with me everywhere, man. When I'm telling people about this, like I opened up my second Killer Burger. I was 2 weeks in. It's busy. Lake Oswego. So when I first opened the store, my aunt was battling COVID. True story. And I'm on the line. I mean, I got a line out the door. I'm like actually grinding just because, you know, you got new staff, a lot going on. And I get a text and it was like, she's gone. And it's my little cousin, because my mom, my sister, like, you know, anybody, they know I'm at work, so they ain't gonna text that. I look at the text and I'm like, wow, you know, my aunt just passed. Somebody that I'm very close to. And I'm looking at everybody in line. It's like, do I abandon my staff right now and just leave them and let them be? Or do I get back to it? Which I always go back to, like, do I thug it out? And do I keep grinding? Because these people, like, while they might be sympathetic of my situation, they still want their burgers because, you know, they want their burgers for their lunch because they got to get back to work. You know, my problem ain't their problem. They come here to spend their hard-earned money. So, man, I have to just bolt down and fight through it for the next, you know, hour. Then I was able to deal with that because just because that situation was bad don't mean like it was going to stop it. You know, I had to get back to it. So that's something I carry with, you know, if I had to tell someone younger, man, you know, people care, you know, they're going to be sympathetic, but at the end of the day, it ain't going to stop. You know, you got to keep moving forward.
That's one thing when I think about Mike that stands out more than anything he's ever done on the field. Bro is a overcomer. Bro has constantly overcame life, real life, hard life situation and stuff that we won't get into, but I'm gonna always give you your flower. I don't care nothing about what you did on the field. The biggest thing that I learned from you as a young dude is the ability to overcome, because life is gonna come, like you said, life is gonna come, but life not gonna stop. You gotta keep going, and being around you, being your friend, being your brother, getting to know you the way that I got to know you, being around the family, hearing the family stories, you are the definition of what overcoming looks like. A lot of people don't have the ability to be able to overcome the situations and circumstances that you were able to. A lot of people would give in. A lot of people would fold. A lot of people would throw their hand in and say, you know what, this is just too much. But I watched you, listened to you. I sat behind you and I watched you move and groove and shake, and nothing fazed you. Being with you in some of your darkest days, you was down for a little, but you didn't stay. You didn't stay. You kept it pushing and you continued to overcome, and this is no different. And when I look at you on that field, speaking about overcoming, you are the only person in the world that I've known to dislocate their elbow and pop it back in himself.
Hold on, you a doctor?
Listen, Dr. James.
Of course you're not a doctor.
Dr. James. Listen, it was the ugliest thing that you could see on film. And bro,
What game was this?
This was Arizona.
Cal.
No, Cal. It was Cal. That's
Cal.
right. Cal, that's right. But listen, what went through your mind when you looked at your elbow, bro, and you seen it didn't look like a regular elbow? What in your right mind said, let me just move this a little bit and try and make it go the way I need it to go?
Bro, I just remember, like the play before, I stepped out of bounds. It was a touchdown. They reversed it.
Mhm.
So I remember getting the play. I feel like they knew it. It didn't even matter. They blow the whistle. I let the ball go and I tried to reach out and grab it. And I remember putting my hand down. A D tackle got my legs. And I remember like when I went down, my arm just snapped.
Yep.
I mean, like it just completely snapped and I heard it. And I knew that like it was bad. And I mean, I thought it was broke, honestly. And then I went into shock because, you know, I had the tattoos and I could see the top tattoo was at the bottom. And it was like reversed and like my hand was up here by my shoulder and it was kind of dangling. And I remember looking up and I was seeing like all the Cal players, which shout out to them because they was mad cool. They was like, hey, bro, they was calling the trainers like, "You good?" I see Kenjon, like all of a sudden I see Chip, and I remember grabbing my wrist and I pulled it.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't breathe, and I pulled my wrist and I pulled my arm down, and it went back in. It was probably like the craziest feeling I've ever felt. You ever like dislocate something and you feel it go back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw up. That's how like gross it was, like because I couldn't breathe. And then when I pulled it back in, it just snapped back in place, and then it instantly just swelled up on me.
Yeah.
Hurt like a mother. But like, man, I think it was like my sister was at the game. I ain't have no money. Like my family never get to come watch me play. So I was like, man, I gotta put this thing back in so I can get back out there.
Out here, man. Got to get back. I got to get back.
What was I thinking? Kenyon
Yeah.
standing over me. I'm like, bro, my arm is broke.
You
You know,
know,
hey, you know it'd be bad when the trainer. This is like classified information. I think you can pick it up now. When the trainer do the tap,
Yeah,
and they bring the cart.
Yeah, come on. Come this way.
And then they put the little
Come
air
get 'em.
cast on it. They
Uh-huh.
put the air cast on it. I was like, yeah,
It's
my
over.
season might be done.
Yeah, but you came back, right?
I was playing 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later with the biggest. That boy had
Yeah,
a
that was that
Dom Joy knee
sleeve with the
brace.
little thing.
He had a knee brace on his elbow.
I did.
Knee brace, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, big swole elbow.
It was because I was lifting weights and that. It was just the damage was so bad.
Yeah, so bad,
Yeah,
right?
I'm glad you brought up weights. One thing about Mike wasn't doing no upper body.
No?
No. Here, me and Mike was the yin and yang. Mike was over there on that squat rack. I was over there benching.
Yeah,
you know.
You was skipping leg day?
What? I do it when
Yeah,
Coach
dude.
Rad came. When Coach Rad was walking by, I'm over there.
Yeah, but when he leave,
I'm back
I'm
doing my
leaving too.
thing.
Yeah, you know,
Doing my thing.
Stu though, man, I was 5'9", bro. I got to be on the squat rack.
Yeah,
Like
you gotta
all
have
my
them
power
legs.
was like in my base, so that's how I had like good balance. Like I wasn't stiff arming nobody. Nobody was hitting me really up top. They were
Yeah.
trying to scoop me.
Yeah. Yeah, your contact balance was real.
Crazy.
Speaking of contact balance, talk about that Tennessee run.
Man, what when I talk about Tennessee, I always go back to that Friday Night Lights scene. Remember when the big DN was like, "Coach, they big,
Yeah.
they fast, they strong, they big."
Yes. Yes.
Hey, man, we play in a lot of games, and I don't want to speak out of turn because we play LSU, we play Wisconsin, we play Tennessee. Might be some of the fastest, biggest dudes I've ever played against.
Boys was
And if
different.
they didn't get tired, man, I don't know what happened with them. I think they just got undisciplined when we started scoring, but whew,
Them boys
them
was dead.
cats was different.
Yeah.
I had it made up in my mind. Hey, man, we ain't blocking. I'm about to fake to the right. So I knew I was in good shape. And I was like, if I could get them to come just a little bit off that midpoint across the center and I reverse it, I'm good. Because LT, Drew, like I knew all them cats could block. Like our best blockers really was the receivers, man. And I was like, once I got to that wall, it turned into a punt return. And I was just running. And part of the reason too, like I knew if I didn't get back over there and I lost all them yards, Coach Kelly was gonna put me over there anyway. So again, that goes back to
come
me
sit
saying,
over here.
that goes back to the saying, this gotta work.
Yeah,
work.
it's gotta work. No plan B.
I remember during pregame, we was out there warming up, and Mike looking at each other like, "You see this? Yeah."
Middle linebacker looked like Thor.
Did Kenyon have stank style? As far as his football apparel?
Man, Kenya would iron his socks before we go play a game. I ain't never seen nobody iron. He ironed socks, underwear.
Kenyon, I'm really confused actually. Let's talk about this.
What are we
Man,
confused about?
Kenya taught me how to put on cologne. Kenya would he probably put it on before the game, like
I did.
red on the. He would put
talk
it on
about
his wrist. I'm like, man.
Kenyon, your rookie year with the Carolina Panthers.
Why are we going back
As
to that?
stylish as you are, as put together as you are, why could you not figure out how to put on socks?
Because this was the NFL. Y'all was taking money.
Listen,
It was different. You played college ball. We could do whatever we want with the socks.
right.
When I get to the league as a rookie, they put you in that meeting. This is what you dress like. This is what your socks are to be. If you don't, it's gonna be a $5,000 fine. No, we're not doing that. Give me
So
them
you were
generic
just shell
socks.
shocked.
Rookie year, my sock game,
Terrible.
trash. It was awful.
I was a little dicey in the pregame, but I figured it out. I'm like, man, I'm over here. I ain't got no sauce.
No.
I came from Oregon. They were like, boy, you was looking sad out here. You look tackled. You look like you were easy to tackle with these socks on.
So look, let's jump into this current regime, this current roster. What do you think about this team, and what you think about Coach Dan? What you think about the running back room, and how you feel about the direction this program is headed?
I'm gonna give it an A+ at every level, but it starts with Dan.
Yes,
Dan is a culture. Like, man, I think he can be the more perfect fit for Oregon because he's gonna go get those cats from Florida. He's gonna go get those cats from the South that we so desperately needed. And he's gonna retain them, man. He's a player's coach. You know, like a lot of the players, they love him, they respect him, and man, he's good. He's proven. He's hungry, and he got those cats playing at a high level. You know, and even when you go to a game in the stadium, you hear the music, you're like, man, it's a different Oregon vibe. I feel like I'm at the Club Live in Miami or somewhere I'm in there. But anyways, man, Lennon, he dope, man. The defense is dope. But the biggest thing, man, they can win in the trenches.
Yeah.
That was always a problem. Once you get cats in the trenches, like, man, it take care a lot. You can win a lot of games if you can win up front. No matter who back there. And Jordan James he's excellent. Winnington, he's great. You know, Lil Deuce went back there. You know, I was gonna give a shout out to Deuce.
I like him.
You know, he gonna be all right, man. He gonna be all right. Tez, Big Birch.
Yeah, Birch, Teo.
Man, they got some dogs over there.
They got 10 sacks against UW. Like, that's crazy.
Man, shout out to them boys though, man. It makes us proud. You know, you go from being in it to like being a fan of it. Now I'm like a huge fan.
Listen, bro, man, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the greatest of all time. And the people, like I said, the people have been asking for this. So we've finally been able to give the people what they want. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to my brother, the greatest of all time, LaMichael James.
Yeah, LaMike, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all boys. I'm glad to be a part of this fraternity, man. And Stu, man, you are the standard, man. You know, we looked up to be Stu. And I remember seeing you when I came on my official, and everything Coach Camden said, they lied. He was 230. I was 175. So I had to mimic that, you know, my whole career. I'm like, man, I'm Stu, man. I'm 230, but really I wasn't. But man, yeah, you're the standard, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Look up to you, man. And Kenjon, I appreciate you. I love you. And thanks for having me on, man.
So red zone, Dillon Gabriel, he has to be a weapon. If it's not there, you don't feel comfortable, you got legs, baby.
Follow up with hands, losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like, bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Pow. The type of rap I'm on, you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on, you wouldn't understand. Big dog business, I would not hold your hand.
Shout out to K-Dot. And shout out to them boys in black. I can't even say in green, them boys in black. Listen, DG. Great quarterback, my guy. Great quarterback. But listen, when you get back down to Southern California, you get back to the dojo, we got to work on that rhythm because I know what you was trying to do. It was just it just wasn't.
How you do it, Kenyon?
I ain't got enough room to do it, but trust me. Look, you know I'm a dancer. You see me in action. You see me in Sweet. You see me in Bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You see me at a Stash House. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I do. Boy, listen. It's story time with Stu and KB? Nah, let's save it.
Ready for that.
Let's save it. Listen, let's jump into these top plays from the UW game.
You have to pay us extra for that.
This could be the highlight 10 times.
Yeah, 10 times.
10. Do you know how hard it is to get 3 sacks in a game?
Hard.
10.
The offensive line was like, nope, we don't want Birch or Teo or anyone or Petcher.
They had a neighborhood watch party in the backfield. Everyone had a powwow.
Hey, he about to get up out of here. Somebody stop him.
Stop him. Lock the doors. Now, listen, one of my favorite movies is A Bronx Tale. And there's a scene in this movie where Sonny He walks into his bar. It's a bunch of bikers in a bar. They kind of start in trouble a little bit. They get the mouthing off. Sonny turns around, goes to the door, locks it, turns around to him and said, "Now you can't leave." That's what them boys said to that quarterback. You can't leave.
Lock the
You
door,
can't go
throw
nowhere.
away the key.
Stay right here. Stay right here. 10 sacks. I don't care what UW does. 10 sacks is insane. It's disrespectful. Y'all should be embarrassed. Anyway. Next up, Big Trey. Trey coming through. Big catch. Should have scored, boy. Get your speed up, Trey. You need to get with Jimmy Radcliffe, okay? We got to work on that top
Knees up,
end,
baby.
Knees up, toes up. You got to have a perfect shin angle, but my guy is a dog. I love this dude. We've been talking about him kind of all season long. His energy, the fire that he brings, just an absolute dog. And, you know, I'm happy to see how he's come back after his trials that he's went through and continue to produce for this team.
I love to see it. You know what I love to see, though? That play, you know, even though he stepped out, I'm happy if I'm a running back.
Yeah, that's my touchdown.
It's my touchdown. Thank you.
Thank you. We know how we think. We be hoping you step
I hope
out.
he get close enough to where it's just an easy, like, 2 yards.
Yeah, let me get that. Don't worry about that. That's running back thought process. Up next, we got Betcher coming through. Look, Betcher
Forced fumble.
having a season. Really, really emerging, in my opinion, as the lead guy on this defense with the energy that he plays, with the attitude. He's a guy. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Luke. The way he plays.
He diagnoses things really fast.
Really fast. Oh, I'm in there.
Yeah, 74
Look,
had no chance.
no
Look
clue.
at 74. 74, where are you going, dog? You're supposed to step down to your left.
Look, 66. Is it 66? 66? Yeah. Look, he hit him with the and I'm through there. Get skinny. You got, listen, hell of a play.
He was supposed to step left first.
This is the problem when
because if he diagnosed him Betcher,
but I don't think he was. Big Harmon crossed his face. So if maybe he was going down to Harmon and Harmon's outside move, this is the problem when there's film going. We look at it so different. We dissect it completely different because we're not supposed to be on this playlist long. So look, let's just go.
Yeah, let's move out.
Yeah, we about to have film review. Let's go to the next one. Listen. Pow! Boy, his spinal.
I broke my back.
My back.
What part?
Spinal. Listen. Boy, listen. Prize sock. Boy, listen. You got baptized. You got
What's
blessed.
What's his name? Prize sock?
I don't even care if it's not. He's at UW. I don't care about his last name.
Number 7.
7.
Wearing all white.
Yeah.
He was cute that day too.
And listen, you almost got a concussion. The way you hit your head on that turf.
Bad form and everything. Listen, Jordan James, Noah Whittington,
they coming alive, and
they really come to play ball, bro. Like
I've talked to Jordan a little bit on the gram. Bro, it just the anger, the physicality that he runs with, bro. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that. Oh, okay.
I got his off arm ready as a weapon.
Yeah, just a
for
dog.
all the running backs out there, young guys. You watch this run, ball's on the outside arm, and he has that off arm, the left arm, as a weapon. It is to be used frequently.
Boy, he smoked that boy. Smoked him like a pack of Newports. Let's get to that next one.
Smoked him like a pack of Newports.
Smoked him like a pack of Newports. As the running backs used to say back in the day when I was there, left that boy stinking.
Left him stinking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got DG.
Perfect.
Tez, welcome back.
Money.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Shout out to Tez. Welcome back, fella. Getting in that zone. Look, it's nothing like coming off an injury and touching paint. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Shout out to Tez. Glad to see bro back healthy. And looking to see this offense get back to where it was prior to him getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You really see the impact of one player. You can really see it when a guy's there and he's not there. You really see the difference because the way this offense was moving in this game was completely different than what it has in the previous weeks.
Yeah, Tez brings a lot of attention, right? So guys going to get pulled in his direction, which leaves the rest of the field open.
Yeah, got to account for him. What we got next, Rod?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Oregon for scoring in the third quarter, man.
having a good. Shout out to Oregon for having a good third quarter. Finally, listen, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Round of applause.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Peaking at the right time, man. We talked about it all year, right? You got to peak at the right time. I like how Ferguson just pointed at my boy, though.
Stole my thunder. Hey, stole my thunder.
Let him know where he belongs. And he belongs in the pit.
Listen, you know that's the saying.
Boy stumbled on that. Oh, didn't he?
Yeah. Matter of fact, look, Rod, I need you to pause on that point for me. But listen, great by DG. You got the bootleg, getting outside the widest defender, getting the ball downfield, first scoring. But listen, right there. I want to focus right there. Everything that went on in this play is great. I don't care nothing about the touchdown. I don't care nothing about the throw. I want us to focus right here. You know, there's a saying. They say you don't kick a dog when he's down, and I say to hell with that.
No, you definitely do.
You don't kick him while you stump him while he's down.
Yeah, you take out a pistol when he's hurt and he's not coming back from the injury.
You don't kick him, you stump him while they're down, and while you're down, you point at them and let them know I'm whooping your ass.
Yeah.
And that's what these boys did.
Right.
Walk
the dog on these boys.
Come here, puppy. What I say, we had a muzzle and a leash on them dogs, and we put that thing back on them. Oh, I hate them. I hate them.
I appreciate that rant too, by the way. I love the way you delivered on that.
Man, listen, I'm charged up because look, I got some homeboys from UW, right? Jadon Mickens, True, Vita, Shaq. I got some good dudes from there, but I hate UW. I hate them.
The college itself, right?
Yeah.
Like I get down with the players, man. I want the best for these guys, man.
Yeah.
You know, as a guy, a veteran, I want the best for you. But the fans, I ain't got no time for y'all.
I don't got time for the fan. I don't.
And then when you got them pads on, and you playing Oregon, you don't matter.
No, and we want to hit you with that 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Can you get a falsetto?
Listen, no, we can't get no falsetto. Listen, I'm not in the right acoustic environment, okay? Listen, let's jump into some headlines from around the college football world right now. What took place this weekend with all these fights, and I'm gonna stay right in house. I'm gonna stay right in the Big Ten, Michigan and Ohio State. Here's the thing. I brought this up. 2015 when the Carolina Panthers was smoking everybody and y'all was dancing on them like y'all was at a club. Cam, and everybody had a problem with him dancing. Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Look, yeah. Everybody had a problem with it. Everybody was mad. I remember y'all played Tennessee. Dude wanted to, you want to fight. Listen, if you don't want somebody doing something on your field, stop them.
Yeah.
Don't allow them to have no success.
Don't fight after the game.
Listen, if Ohio State, if y'all would have had that same fight during them 60 minutes of football, the outcome would have been completely different. But y'all didn't want to fight during the game, but all of a sudden y'all got charged up and you got enough energy because somebody put a piece of metal on your field and it had an M at the end of it. Y'all wanted to fight. No. All you fighting for after that is a suspension.
Yeah.
That's it.
At that point, if you cared so much, you should have seen that outcome coming way before. You would have done something about it.
Whooped y'all out 3 years in a row.
Right.
You knew what time it was.
Yeah.
You knew what time it was. Don't get mad. Look, I don't have any problem. Again, thinking as a coach. If I'm a coach, we're gonna disrespect you. If I'm a coach, we're gonna dog you. And if you get the opportunity, I expect you to do it to me. Don't get mad that they planted the flag. They whipped your ass.
Yep.
Get your get back when it's time to get your get back. After the game is not the time for that. So we gonna leave that alone. The accolades and the rewards came out for the Big Ten, first team, second team, and third team. And I will say, I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't. I'm not surprised. I'm not, because I know how the Big Ten feels about us. I know how they feel about Oregon. So we were disrespected. I think we should have had more guys on that first team. I think Birch was snubbed. I really do.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers in comparison to some of the guys that were on that first team, that kind of blew me a little bit. I think we should have more guys on this list than what we had. But First year in the Big Ten, there's still Big Ten bias. I understand. You know, we the newcomers, we the new kid on the block, the new kid at school, and we got to earn our stripes. But to the fellas that deserve to be on here,
We
we
see you.
we see. Get out my head, boy. Get out
I'm all in your head.
my head, boy. Get out my head, boy. But yeah. You had DG getting his first team bid. You had Josh getting his. Teo, shout out to Teo. Now we're gonna jump into this Big Ten championship game preview versus Penn State. Super excited about this. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is the first time that these two teams have met since the Rose Bowl. And we were obviously on the short end of that. But I wanna stay right there for a second. If you go back and if you look at the clips, it's funny how this game has come about, how it's Penn State versus Oregon. You go back and look at the uniforms, the very uniforms that they wore back then are the same uniforms that we're wearing this season. The old school duck uniforms, the colorways and everything. So that's pretty cool. You know, ain't nothing
That's gonna be dope.
nothing is by coincidence. Yeah, nothing is by coincidence. ESPN has Penn State at a 53.8 chance to win, which I think is disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
I
You
think
got the
it's
number
highly
one team in the
disrespectful.
nation.
Yeah, who has proven themselves week in and week out, week in and week out.
We beat
who
Ohio State and they lost.
don't have a loss on our record, but you give them a 53.8% chance. But this is just another opportunity for Oregon to continue to keep their foot on this conference neck. This is another opportunity for Oregon to remind people of why we floated that duck down the river, to let you know that we here.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, we knew we was gonna be here before we got here.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that. Yeah, you know, this is an opportunity to put the icing on the cake, to put that cherry on top. We go out here, handle business, and what I think is going to happen. Let's not get into what I think is going to happen. Listen, let's talk about what I know. What I know, I don't think I know. But let's talk about Penn State's D line.
Okay.
It's gonna be very interesting to see how we handle Abdul Carter, because he is a dog.
Yes.
He is a player. He reminds me, body stature wise, he reminds me of Deion Jordan.
Yeah, tall, lanky,
lanky,
but filled out though.
Yeah, physical. He reminds me of Deion our senior year. Because Deion was a big boy. Our senior Deion looked like he belonged our senior year. He did, bro. Was built different our senior year. So he kind of puts me in the mind frame of him. What do you think? How do you think this matchup between their defensive front and our offensive line? What do you think we got going on here?
I mean, it's obviously going to be, a challenge, because this is one of the better defensive lines that has been established this year, right?
Yeah.
But our offensive line has to go against a better defensive line every day in practice. You feel me?
Talk about it.
So, we just came off of a game where we just had 10 sacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Our defensive coordinator is snapping. Okay. He's cooking.
Shout out to Tosh.
And you know what happens when you watch film leading up into a game, right?
Tell me.
That means Penn State's offensive line. Well, I ain't going to talk about Penn State's defensive line. I'm going to talk about their offensive line, because they ain't got enough. They ain't got enough, bro. They're going to watch this. They're going to watch this film. They're going to say, dang, they had 10 sacks? We got to block that? I don't care who you are. You are a human. You have these thoughts going through your head throughout this week.
Nature.
You do not have a counselor, a psychiatrist to help you outthink that.
Look, intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. But look, I'm right with you.
Check this though, but they ain't played nobody. Okay.
No.
The only team they played this year was Ohio State, and they lost. Okay, they lost. They ain't played nobody else. They played Bowling Green, Kent State, Illinois. They played. They all right, but UCLA.
Who?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All
Who
right.
is an owl? UCLA, USC. They went into overtime with USC. UCLA 27-11. We know how that go. They blew out everybody else because they were supposed to, right?
Right.
This strikes me as a team that has not. They've had adversity against a team they were supposed to have adversity against.
Yeah.
But everybody else, they didn't have no adversity.
No.
So what I'm trying to say is, we are the most prepared team. We are peaking at the right time.
Yes.
So whatever you want to throw on a line, a money line, a betting line, it don't even matter.
Go do it.
You can talk about your D line, but our D line better. Because when it comes down to it, their quarterback situation, he ain't ready for that.
This is, and I was talking about their quarterback a little bit ago. People were asking me out here in my hometown about what I thought about the game. I think they have a quarterback that's capable, but he's mid. He's mid-level.
Yep.
He's not a guy that can put the team on his back and go win a game for you. As my dog Cam say, he's a game manager, but he's not a game manager at a high level.
Yeah.
The best part of Penn State is their run game. That's the best part of their offense. The best part of our defense is our ability to stop the run. This is where I think this game completely changes for Penn State, because we're going to I mean, let's go back to these puppies, these Huskies that we just played. They averaged I think it was 1.2 yards for the entire game as a unit running the ball. Do you know how
disgusting that is?
You might as well have ran quarterback sneaks every single time you ran the ball. That's what that's equivalent to. You might have got more yards on a quarterback sneak.
Man, my daughters could have ran more yards than that.
Don't do them like that.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right. Do them like that.
My daughters would have ran all over y'all.
Listen, 1.2, 1.3 yards, it's embarrassing. But like you said, we're peaking and we're healthy.
Yeah.
We've been in it. We've had guys in and out of the lineup for the past couple of weeks, but this team is finally healthy. And so I believe Penn State is going to run up they're going to run up against the same animal, but a completely different beast. I think this game gets out of hand. I think, and it should. I don't have to worry about it. I don't care. I could disrespect an opponent.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
What's your thoughts on people talking about, it might be better for us to lose this game so that way we become the 5 seed? Exactly.
If I'm Coach Lanning and I kind of know how he thinks a little bit, I want this however it plays out. However it plays out. If we have to take the hardest road to the championship, I wouldn't want it any other way, because we go the hard route. What can they say? What can you then say? If we get Georgia first, if we get Georgia in that round, and we run the table going to the chip, what then can you say? We look at it. We take this path and we look at each other, and we are exactly who we said we were going to be. We're right where we said we would be at the end of the season. We knew what we were. Never mind what the world thought, but what can they say now?
Mm-hmm.
I could care less about who we play. It's no longer about who, because it's about us. I haven't seen a team beat Oregon all season long. Obviously, they're undefeated, but I'm talking about I've seen Oregon beat Oregon. I've seen Oregon fall short because of Oregon. I haven't seen anybody beat Oregon outside of Genty. He beat Oregon. He beat him.
Yeah, Genty was beating us, but we ended up beating the team.
We lost the battle, but we won the war.
Yeah, we lost to Genty, but we beat his team.
We beat Boise. That's crazy. So yeah, that's exactly what I say. I don't care how it plays out. You still got to come see us. Oregon is the most complete team in the country. And where I give Oregon the edge when it comes to this playoffs, I give Oregon the edge at quarterback. I don't think any team in the country has a more consistent quarterback and a more reliable quarterback than what we have in Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah.
When you talk defenses, Oregon's defense is a top 10 defense within the country.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to face what they're going to face when they have to play Oregon, whether it be Georgia, whether it be Texas, whether it be Miami, whether it be Penn State, whether it be Ohio State, whether it be Boise, whether it be Arizona State, whoever.
Yeah, you hit something on the head when you're talking about health, right? Coming off the bye week, health. We're healthier.
Yeah.
You play a team, you dominate them. You come out of that game confident and healthy.
Yeah.
And then you have this championship this week, and you string together a win, you come out unscathed, you now have a bye week. So talking from a player's perspective, right? If I'm a player, I don't want to play all them games.
Right.
I want to rest. I
Yeah.
want to be healthy going into the next game,
Yeah.
right? And fresh. And what Oregon has proven to me is their mental stability. You know, going into a bye week late in the season and then coming back out to perform at a high level is a tall task, especially for a group of young men that are figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Lanning has those guys on a program that is very successful. And so the route that I'm wanting to take is, quote unquote, the harder team route. Whatever that is, give it to me because I'm going to
Give
be
it to me.
fresh.
Yeah. Win the game. And more importantly, this is an opportunity not only to keep your foot on the Big Ten's neck, but to snap it and let them know we're here.
Yeah.
You did this. You have an opportunity to be a newcomer to this conference and winning the conference. And not only that, you're in the championship in your first year. But being in the championship that's not what this team is about. That's not what Coach Land. It's not about arriving. It's not about just being here. It's about winning football games. And what better way to continue down that path than to go in and win the Big Ten championship in your first year? The Big Ten would love for Oregon to be like, oh, let's not play this game and let a true Big Ten team hold that championship. Not to hell with all that. We've been kicking y'all ass all season, and we're going to continue to kick your ass this coming weekend when we play you in Lucas Oil Stadium. Never mind.
I will say they do have a tall task with Tyler Warren, but you better be over here. Hey, if I'm Ferguson and Sadiq, I'm looking at coach. I'm saying, hey, look, let me go give some looks to the defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's real football right there. Where, hey, look, red shirt. Let me come in here and give these guys some like legit reps that they can expect from a top tier tight end. When we was playing Michigan, all they was doing was throwing it to the tight end. And so if Penn State has been watching film, right, they're going to take a page out of their book, okay? And I think that would be the only thing that would scare me is our ability to cover the tight end because he is a hell of a player. So
the best tight end in the country.
Like I said, if I'm Ferg and Sadiq, I'm making a statement.
You know, you talking about Ferg and Sadiq. I'm coming to the defensive side of the ball. If I am BJ, if I'm Kobe, if I'm Jabbar Muhammad, if I'm Bassa, if I'm Betcher, every opportunity that I get because I know he's their guy.
You got to hit him in the mouth.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're getting the ball. I'm smoking you. I'm going to make you feel me all game long because now I no longer want you thinking about that ball. I want you to think about where are these guys coming from. I want to get here. Football's a mental game.
Yeah.
We've said it before and we'll continue to say it. The hardest battle on the field is right here.
Yep.
If I can get in here, you've lost.
Right.
I don't care about your physical abilities. If I can get right here, if I can break this down, if I can put a chink in your armor in any way mentally to have you thinking about anything other than your assignment and executing, I've won. And the best way that you can do that as a defender is to constantly hit, constantly nag. Listen, the first time he come across the middle, late hit or not, don't target, smoke his ass.
Thomas Davis for the Carolina Panthers. I saw him whoop Jimmy Graham's behind all game, home game, and Jimmy Graham did not want to catch the ball for the rest of the game.
No,
he was seeing ghost.
Listen, I brought up Brian Dawkins, like being in Philadelphia and listening to that. It's a mental. Brian Dawkins wanted to break you before you ever stepped on the field. It was fear. It's a fear tactic.
Yeah, I'm Wolverine.
When you come across, this is my domain. This is my domain. When you come across here, I want you. Even when you don't hear footsteps, I want you to hear footsteps.
Yeah,
I want to hit you so hard. I want to take the wind from your body.
The Holy Ghost? Take the Holy Ghost out?
Listen, ain't no spirit. Ain't no spirit. Ain't no spirit. I literally want you for him because he's a player. He's a guy. He's a dude, as we say.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you have to affect because he is their guy. I don't care about the receivers. I've seen nothing from their receivers that's making me worried about anybody outside of Tyler Warren. You have to affect him. When they put him in the backfield, punish him.
Yes.
Punish him. When he's blocking, punish him.
Yes.
If I'm Dan Lanning, again, this is the type of coach I would be. First play of the game, I don't care where he is, I don't care what he's doing, go hit him.
Yeah.
Take the penalty. We're fine with it. Take it. But I want you to let him know what kind of game this is going to be all game long. Whether you have the ball or not, whether you're blocking, whether you're catching, I'm hitting you. You're going to feel me. That's what this defense needs to be on. This is where you take their heart. That's the heart of their team. Their running back, Singleton, dope. I love him. Punish them. If you eliminate Tyler Warren, you shut down their run, this team becomes one-dimensional in a way that they can't win. This is a run-first football team.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be able to run the ball to have success. Again, like I said, they have a capable quarterback, but he's mid-level at best.
Yeah, you're very mid.
You're very underwhelming.
Oh, man.
You're very underwhelming.
You're underwhelming. Your
Yeah.
presence is very underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. I don't think this game is going to be close. I've watched Penn State play, and I've watched the teams that they've played. This game, if Oregon shows up and plays Oregon's brand of football, this game shouldn't be close.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't even be. It shouldn't be a question that this game should be out of reach by the third quarter, in my opinion. Neutral field, I get it. Penn State's going to travel absolutely well. They're going to travel.
Yeah, they're right there.
Right there. But regardless of any of that, this game shouldn't be close. Penn State, player for player, bar for bar, coach for coach. Penn State is not Oregon.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just not. And Oregon needs to understand this. Their coach is looking to get that big win because he doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been able to win the big game. So you got to understand what his team is building, what's building up in that locker room as well. They want to get this for their coach.
Yeah.
Their coach.
Straight up.
I mean everything that I said, respectfully, disrespectfully. Until this game is no more, until after when that clock hits 0-0, I got nothing but respect for everybody from Penn State. But until then, but right now, you're not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
we not homies. We not pals. We're not buddies. It's me versus you, Bucko. And
hey,
right
Bucko.
or wrong, our side of the street is gonna always win.
Hey,
Point blank
Bucko.
period.
Bucko. Hey, you in the blue.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
I
I don't like you. I don't respect you. I don't like the way you smile. I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like the way you sound. I don't like you. It's that time, Stu. Our favorite time of the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where we get to show the fans how much we know about scores and outcome. Oregon is favored by 3.5 points. The over or the under?
Over.
Like what you did right there. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're going over for sure.
Going over that, man, because ain't no way, baby, they're going to be able to stop us.
No.
We already described what we already felt about it. So I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Over. Period.
Over.
Point blank.
Like
disrespectful.
You got a score in mind? We ain't did it in a while.
35-17.
We close. I'm going 42-17. Look,
Okay.
I got him scoring 17. I
Yeah.
give him 17. But I think, like I said, I think this is a blowout.
Yeah, I think they'll score 17. They'll score a touchdown in the second quarter. They'll score trash time.
I like nothing in the first.
No.
I like it. I like it. You got anything else? Anything else?
No, man. Oregon fans, y'all been blessed.
Man. Haven't had a season like this since
12?
2012?
Yeah.
No, you got to go back before that. 2010.
2010.
National championship year, 2010.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I'm trying to get back there. I'm trying to go watch.
Yeah.
Because I watched y'all and y'all lost.
Why you bringing up old stuff?
Because, man, it's history. You gotta learn from history so it don't repeat itself.
You right. I don't know how I feel about you bringing up a sore subject.
Every now and then you gotta, bring the young man down because he always living up here.
Gotta humble me sometime, huh? All right. Whatever. Well, listen, baby. That's all we got time for today. As always, it's been a pleasure. We enjoyed it. We hope you enjoy it. Stu, I love you.
Love you too.
And as always, baby, ducks of a feather flock together.